We are live. Welcome, 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 welcome to the Sunny and Stormy Show. I've changed the name of the show for today. It's called the Sunny and Stormy Show.
I love
Welcome,
it.
guys.
I love it.
Welcome
That's
to
so
the.
fun.
It is so much fun, right? And Stormy, I always say this about me sunshine mixed with a little hurricane. So today it's like, sunny and stormy. Perfect.
Yes, lots of hurricane over here.
Lots of hurricane, and we're going to talk about that. Okay, I just want to check that we are on. And yes, we are. All right, guys, welcome to the Flawthentic Me Show episode, I think 11. As you guys hop on, say hello. Let me know where you're coming from. I am using StreamYard for this live, so sometimes I don't see who's commenting. Please click on the link around this video and give StreamYard permission or just type your name in the comments. Hey, Rick, thanks for joining. So, I have a special guest with me today, and I am just so amazed with this woman since I have seen you, Stormy. By the way, first of all, welcome. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I'm
Since
honored
I
to be
have
here.
seen you, and I'm gonna start it with this. I didn't prepare like a long intro to you, but when I met you, you were Lindsay.
Hmm.
And today, when I see your name, it says Stormy. And that's why
Hmm.
I call this live What's in a Name? I mean, that's from Shakespeare, right? But I remember getting so confused at that time because some people kept saying Stormy and some people kept saying Lindsay. And I was like, is this two different people? And I had to go to your account and I had to check, and I was very confused. So I'm going to start right from that. Tell me about that.
So, Stormy is my birth name, and it was the name that was given by my biological mom and dad. And unfortunately, my parents were not in a situation where they could take care of me. And so I ended up in foster care
Oh,
and in and out of foster care until I was almost 11 years old. And when I got adopted, I was told I had to change my name. So I picked my best friend's name, which her name was Lindsay. At 10, 11 years old, you pick what you know or where you want to be or who you want to be. So I picked her name because she had the life that I wanted or I thought I wanted. And so I
wow.
created this whole new identity of Lindsay. That's what went on my birth certificate. I mean, literally everything was completely changed. First name, last name, social security number, it was all changed. Um,
Yeah. Wow.
and so I started working with Kathleen Cameron.
Uh-oh, are we losing you?
Uh-oh, am I there?
Yes, you're back.
Okay. I was working I know, right? Fingers crossed. I live in the middle of nowhere, so please, please, please work. Um, Working through self-image. And all of a sudden it just hit me like this flood of tears came rolling down my face as I was working on some visualization stuff, as working on my goals. And I could very loudly hear in my head someone calling me across the stage and calling me Stormy. And it was the very first time I ever became emotional about my goals. And I went,
Wow.
whoa, I need to step into who I really am and honor and take my name back and take my
Yeah.
identity back. And so often people are like, oh, well, it's just a name. For me, it wasn't just a name. I created a whole identity around Lindsay and what this little girl, what I thought her life would be like. And I never put the two and two together until I got older.
Yeah.
So that was how that piece, and I had to have a verified account. So I had to go through a lot of hoops to get Facebook to even, change my name for me. I had to show
Yeah.
them a bunch of
Wow.
legal documents, all kinds of stuff. So it wasn't like it was just like I switched my name really quick. I actually had to wait several months for it to actually finally switch.
Yeah. Yeah. So, so did you change your name legally in all the documents as well now?
I'm in the process of that as
You're
well.
in the process of doing that. Okay, so let's go back to that 10-year-old girl. And you said that you took this identity because you thought that's the life you want.
Hmm.
Did you feel, and I know, I mean, 10 years, you're so young, but did you think that by taking that name, you did feel like you were living a better life or you were living Lindsay's life or
Yeah, I did because I had 28 different foster homes before I was adopted, and several
oh,
failed adoptive homes. And
wow.
she had, in my mind at the time, the perfect life. She had mom and dad. They went on vacations. They did things together. She just had what in my 10-year-old brain thought I wanted and I needed. And
Yeah, yeah,
her parents were both fairly well off, and they had this great big huge house right on the river, and all of these things.
yeah,
And so when the social service worker said, "Well, you know, we need to change your name. What do you want to change it to?" And I kind of sat there for a second and went, "Lindsay, where's my best friend?
yeah,
Who
yeah,
doesn't want?" And when you're in a situation like that, isn't going to grasp onto the one thing that they know,
yeah,
and um, that we feel like has the perfect life.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, uh,
Wow.
28
28 foster homes, as Kalpana said. And that was till the age of what? So you went through 28 homes
by 10.
by 10.
Mhm.
That's like, wow, that's 3 homes a year.
Between my second and third grade year, it was more than that.
More than that, yeah.
I missed so much of my second grade year. Um, I couldn't read, and English was not. Sorry,
That's
English was
okay.
not reading a book, a storybook. I was the kid that hid in the back of the classroom because I couldn't read. Um, I don't know how I passed school until my middle school years. I really don't. I just kind of made it just enough to slide through the rugs.
To slide through. Yeah.
Hmm.
Wow. So that day when you did that visualization, you said with Kathleen, and suddenly, I mean, by the way, when you said that, I've never heard that part of your story before. I knew that you had the realization, but I didn't know that you heard that stage.
Hmm.
It just literally gave me goosebumps. I felt this thing. So before that, did it ever occur to you that, Lindsay is not my name and I need to claim my identity back?
Every now and then, I it would pop up, like it would something would trigger in the back of my head, and or I'd be having a conversation when someone would be like, that is just absolutely a cool name. Why aren't you using it? And I would kind of laugh it off and be like, oh, well, kids are cruel when you're 10 years old, because I can tell you,
Yeah.
I heard it all. Um, and then when I found my younger brother, my half brother, um, we talked about it. Him and I talked about me taking my biological name back. And he's like, I'll support you however you want. You'll always be Stormy to me.
Yeah.
But, and I made every excuse. Oh, it's going to cost me a lot of money. Oh, I'm going to hurt my adoptive parents' feelings. Oh, everybody already knows me by Lindsay. Oh, I made every excuse as to not do it. And all of a sudden it was just like, who cares what anybody else thinks or says? It's
Yeah.
nobody else's business but mine, and what I feel. And it was like when I did it, it was this sudden energy shift of honoring who I was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, looks like we're losing you a little bit here and there.
Yep.
Um, so, you said you feel the energy shift, and how long ago was this? This was just at the beginning of last year, I think, or sometime.
The beginning of last summer was when I made the final
Summer.
decision. So it's
Okay.
still fairly fresh,
Yeah.
but I can tell you when I did that, it was like this flood of doors just opened.
Yeah.
Um, I just had a lot of things just kind of literally open up
Yeah.
that I never imagined before. I mean, they were big C goals,
Yeah.
but it wasn't until I accepted who I was that those C goals all of a sudden just started happening.
This started happening. Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. And so I know I want to ask you, how does it feel, or how did it feel at that time? But before that, so you said you made all these excuses, and I'm sure one of the big things was, what would people think,
Mhm.
right? Or, how would I? What was people's reaction? What did
You
you
know,
what did you have to face?
I was actually very surprised at how supportive um, people were. I had a couple of people say, "Well, I always know you as Lindsay, so I'm just going to keep calling you Lindsay."
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, that is your choice to do so,
Yeah.
but I would appreciate it if you called me Stormy, if you called me
Yeah.
by my name, because that's who I am."
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
and just about everybody has acknowledged that. And there's
Yeah.
times where even I like going to Starbucks or something and ordering my coffee, and then I'm like, wait a minute, because Lindsay just was so
Yeah.
natural. I mean, that was 30 years of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I can so totally relate to this, Stormy. I know your story is so powerful, but when I was born, I was given the name Sunny. That's
Mhm,
been my name, Sunny, from forever. But around certain time in my life, I think it was grade 10 or so, because in India, so I'm born and raised in India. In India, grade 10 is when everything becomes official on your certificates and everything, right? My dad had this idea that I need a traditional Indian name, and he gave me the name Sukhneet, which no one knows about, because everyone, my whole family, my friends, everyone knows Sunny. So I've never used that name, but it's there in my passports, it's in all my legal documents. That's the name my father decided to change at grade 10, and that's my legal name. But I just cannot relate to it. And some of my friends who did find out, they make fun of that name. They're like, "Oh no, you're not Sunny, you're Sukhneet." And I do not like it. I'm like, "No, I am Sunny. That's me. Like, that name is not me." So I can
mhm,
kind of relate, but not to that level where you have been through, because yours, especially your name Stormy and Lindsay, goes with all that went along with it, going through the foster homes and
mhm.
everything. So I can't even imagine. Um, so how does it feel now, being
Feels good.
Stormy?
It's
Yeah,
good. It feels
yeah,
good. I
yeah,
I'm proud of who I am,
yeah.
and I'm
Wow.
not I'm not a kind of afraid to be seen, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, it
it
does.
used to be really big. I kind of hid behind the shadows where I ranked to the top of things really quickly, but I still hid behind the shadows. I didn't ever want to be seen. Ever want anybody to, like, very rarely had a picture of myself put out there. Definitely wouldn't go live like this, which is, it feels really good.
Wow. So I have been doing some work with you, as one of the mentors in Kathleen's group, and I know you are really, you stress a lot on self-image, and it makes sense with your story. Um, Teach our audience something. Tell them something about self-image and how important it is, and anything. Having you here, especially someone who's gone through that identity and self-image, I would not want to miss this opportunity for you to tell us
So,
something.
self image and confidence really, really go hand in hand. And so many people think of confidence as a physical appearance when it really has more to do with your ability to believe in yourself and to believe in the decisions that you make. And the same, and that goes into the self-image. So when you're standing in front of in a mirror and you've just gotten out of the shower, you're wrapped up in a towel and you look in the mirror, and if you say, oh, I don't like this, I hate this extra love handle, you're speaking very negative to yourself. And with that negativity that comes with that, you're also lowering your vibration. And um, the more and more you lower your vibration, the lower and lower your confidence becomes. And same with your self-image. Um, and that's just a teeny tiny piece of it. Um,
Yeah.
I used to be the one who went around and asked everybody, well, what if I did this? What do you think about this? And I took everybody's opinions and then made it my own. Yeah. And I can't tell you how many opportunities I have missed because I valued somebody else's opinion over my intuition and my gut instinct. And
Wow.
I had to really break through some paradigms about belief patterns, belief in myself, um, belief in whether or not I was worthy. Um, that and it was like peeling off layers. It didn't just happen all at once. It was like peeled off this one layer. Okay, here we are. We're at this, and then I would start studying something else and be like, oh, I need to come back over here and I need to readdress this self-image because now I'm struggling with this piece.
Yeah.
And gosh, I mean, it's such a huge subject. We could be on here for
Oh gosh, yes.
hours.
Oh gosh. I just, so I wrote my self-image script, and those of you who don't know about it, it's something we work on with Kathleen, our coach, mine and Stormy's coach. And by the way, anyone who wants to learn more from Kathleen, she does have a free mindset group. Stormy and I can add you in there. But I worked on my self-image script back in August, I think, when I just started with the program. And yesterday, I wrote my new self image script. And I was comparing the two, and the growth and the shift, like, I didn't realize there was a shift until I started doing my script. And I'm like, oh, I need to remove this part because guess what? I already have that. I'm already this person. I'm already this person that I wanted to. And I wrote this new one, and it's more powerful because I'm just stepping into my power. So I totally agree with you that self image is just so big. It's
It it really is, and I'm the same way. I think I've rewritten my self-image script 5 or 6 times,
wow.
um, and I even rewrite it as I achieve goals
Okay.
because who is Stormy with this particular goal met? How do I show up? Hi, Laura. How do I show up? How do I behave? How do I talk? How do I interact with other people?
Yeah.
And as each level, you have to increase your self-image. And I've heard people say, "Oh, well, you're coming from a place of ego." No, I'm not. I'm coming from a place of belief, place of belief in myself, and I don't need you to believe in me to do it because
Yeah.
I believe in me to do it. And that is one of the biggest pieces of self-image that I think is so important. It's wonderful to get the validation and
Yeah.
the praise and the encouragement from those around us. But if we don't believe that we can achieve something or that we can accomplish something or that we are whatever we have set out to do, we're never going to make it.
Yeah. Yeah. So powerful. So powerful. I used to be like that. Even if we went to a restaurant, I would be like, oh, what should I have? Like I would
Mhm.
ask others, what should I order? And what you just said, that you would go ask people, but then my mom used to say this, and it's become, I kind of forgot about this dialogue, and now it has become my mantra, that it was in our language, but it was like, listen to everyone, but follow your heart, do what your heart tells you to do.
Mhm.
Listen to everyone, they're going to give your opinions, but you just do what your heart is telling you. And she always used to say this, and it never dawned on me how powerful that one line was. And now I use it all the time, and I'm like, oh my god, like she knew this. I should have
Mhm.
known this my whole life. So what are you? I mean, I kind of know what work you do, but maybe some of our viewers don't. So tell us, how are you now using this new identity? How are you making an impact, or what are you up to?
I am a lead. Bleh! I am the lead manifestation coach and authenticity coach for the Diamond Academy team,
Wow.
and I am a co-founder of the Confidence Corner on Clubhouse. And
Okay.
oh my gosh, I have so many different things that projects and things that I'm working on. I am one of the expert social media people for
Wow.
MSI. I'm a social media geek by trade. Just it's kind of my knowing doing gap when I don't want to do what I really should be doing. Um, I getting ready to finish up my book, and that's
Oh,
so that one will be coming. Um,
I didn't know
and
about
that's
that.
taken a lot of courage to start putting that on paper.
Wow, I didn't know about that. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. I can't wait to get that book. And so, is that like a memoir, or is that more of a personal development?
It's a little bit of both.
Okay.
A little
Okay.
bit of both.
Wow.
Um, yeah, we're in editing stages and doing a few other things to it. So it'll
Oh my
be
God.
it'll be
That is
several
exciting.
months
Yeah.
before it
Yeah.
comes out, but I'll definitely let you know when it does.
Absolutely. I can't wait. I cannot wait. And are you also working with some foster kids, or are you doing anything in that field?
Yes. So foster kids is like my biggest heartstring, my biggest pull. I have a huge heartstring for the CASA program, which is the court appointed special advocates for children in foster care in the United States.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, if it wasn't for one of my CASA advocates, I was one of the first children in Oregon to receive one, I would not be where I am today. And so I support the program wholeheartedly. You advocate for a child's rights in court. You meet with
Okay.
a child. You learn everything about that child, um, and you. They have lawyers. They have a variety of different people, but a child advocate, sometimes known also as a guardian ad litem, they're the only stable person, usually in that foster child's life, all the way until either they're returned home, they're adopted, or you know whatever their next steps are. So it's a huge heartstring for me, and I volunteer my time with that as much as I can.
That's so amazing. So awesome. I am so, so, so grateful to you for coming on here. Anyone
Oh,
who
thank you so
doesn't
much
know
for having me.
Stormy, you guys have to go find her on Facebook. She's so amazing. She's been here and there my mentor. We worked together for a while, and I am just so amazed by your story. It's so important to step into our power, our own
Hmm.
identity, because I know I have struggled with it, especially. And I talked about this with Kathleen a couple of weeks back. Kathleen was on my live, and we talked about it. Is when I started on this online space, one thing that kept coming back is, oh, I can't do it because I'm brown. And then I would look at all these people, big names who are successful, and I would see again and again, and I'm a typical, like a Caucasian young woman, whatever, blonde hair, Caucasian young woman. When I saw all the big leaders, and the one thing kept coming is, oh, I can't be that person because I'm brown. People are not going to follow me because I'm brown. And once I started working on this self image stuff, I realized that no, this is me and I just need to embrace my identity. So now I've started putting pictures of women of color and I've started following other women of color who are powerful, like Oprah, right? And I have realized that no, we need to be true to our identity and just love and accept ourselves just the way we are. And you are such a powerful figure to
Absolutely.
see and look up to. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I one thing that I believe wholeheartedly is other women should be lifting other women up. Um and holding each other's, fixing each other's crowns, not tearing them down. And I think it's amazing what you're doing here in this online space. I love Flawthentic. It's actually one of my favorites. I'm like, my gosh, she picked that just perfect because we are all truly have our own flaws and are authentic in our own ways. So I
Yeah.
absolutely love the name that you've picked and what you're
Thank you.
doing.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That is the perfect ending to this. Thank you so much, Stormy. Anyone who wants to find Stormy, just she's tagged in my post, so just go follow her on Facebook. And at the end, if you guys want to be a part of the Authentic community, I do have a Facebook group. Please come join me or subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can see all the past interviews. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next Wednesday.
Thank you.